My future bleak with emotions I'm renouncing. They say I got what it takes. Learning from my mistakes. Through decisions I made. Swear I'm hungry for cake. My heart black and my mind gone and my soul cries, but I don't. I start spaz to get too blow to get so hot. Switch top.
I'm trying to see if okay.
It's about to be you messing with y'all.
It's about to be midnight.
What it do?
What
My
it do,
good.
dog?
Can y'all see me?
Yeah, and it's we all got to talk one at a time. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what's happening? What it do, good people? We back, we right. No, we've been in my but it's basketball time. It's close to the NBA finals. So, we had to make a special appearance, had to show up. I said we're close, huh?
I can't see him.
I can see him. I can see everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we had to make a special appearance, man. So we're gonna kick this off. Start Boston, Milwaukee, Dallas, Phoenix, wherever you want to start. What y'all thought? Second round.
Go ahead, Dre.
But you got your team, your squad is in there. Go ahead.
Well, I'll talk about that Milwaukee Boston series. It's a shame that Middleton wasn't in there. I think if Middleton in there, he was the difference in that team. He just needed some more scoring. But hey, injuries, that's part of the game. Boston did what they were supposed to do. They're an up and coming team. They remind me of Milwaukee in this way. Because remember when Milwaukee, they had 2 years of bad disappointment coming in. It was a number one seed 1 year, and they got knocked out. And then they came in 1 year, and they just snuck up on everybody because everybody kind of threw them to the side. I'm not saying Boston is there yet, but they're kind of doing the same thing to me that they're getting there. They definitely got to the Eastern Conference Finals this time, so that's a plus. But Giannis is the best player in the league. The boy dropped 40 points and 20 boards, game 6, and then backdoored her in a bad game and dropped 20 and 20. To me, he is right now the best player in the NBA. But them young boys in Boston, they didn't grew up, you know what I'm saying? And Tatum is walking himself and knocking on the door to say, hey man, I'm a superstar. It's time to let me in the room. And he right there. So good series, nice game 7.
Well, I'm gonna jump in. I think Tatum then found him a nice little seat in that room with the superstar. And order him a drink and everything, got his feet kicked up. That young man, then showed up and showed out this particular year in the playoffs. But you've seen the maturation from his rookie year when they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and every year since then, getting in the playoffs, advancing to at least the second round, and his numbers going up. And this year he put it all together on both ends of the court, offense and defense. He's leading that team, best player. So yeah, Boston deserves to be there. They probably, to me, them and Golden State, the most balanced team, most well-rounded team, still left in the tournament. So tipping my cap to Tatum, man. That boy there showed up and showed out when Boston needed him the most. I'm gonna pass on, but I'm shocked at Phoenix.
Hold on, let's finish the Boston Milwaukee. Let Dre finish the Boston Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, I just pretty much piggyback what y'all said. Tatum, he's there. He's done it multiple years. He stepped up in the clutch. He carried the team on his back. They're a fully loaded team, but Tatum is special, and he has that demeanor, that dog in him right now. Like you can see it. Like I'm old school, so when you look at Tatum, you see that eye of the tiger. Right now, like you see that look. He's attacking. I think he's comfortable in his role. And also, I love the mentality going back a previous series of him wanting to be the primary defender on KD, like stepping up on that challenge. So I agree with Ed. The boy in there, he have a couple drinks. He already asking for, more Grand Marnier on the shots. You know what I'm saying? He the
I
man.
appreciate that. Yeah.
He in the room. I agree. Milwaukee, I wish Middleton was there because I truly felt like even though it went 7, Middleton there, it would have been even a bigger battle, and it probably could have switched the other way around. Milwaukee could have probably still pulled it out if Middleton was there. But hey, it is part of the game. It is so it's all about who also was healthy going down the stretch. But yeah, good series all around. The Eastern Conference playoffs, where it's at right now.
I ain't really catch the last thing you said. You was kind of going in and out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what parts you didn't hear, but I just pretty much saying I wish Middleton was there. I really would like to see what would the outcome would have been there if he was there, because it's already a tight series. But I think if Middleton was there, it could have swung to Milwaukee's favor. But yeah, it's a good series, and I'm enjoying watching the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, so we're gonna move on to our picks for the NBA Finals.
Well, we ain't get. I thought we ain't gonna do Phoenix and Dallas. What happened, man? I mean, hit Phoenix and Dallas real quick.
Yeah, I got 15% on my phone. I got 15% on my phone. We gotta hurry up.
Y'all some haters, boy. Woo!
I thought you didn't want to talk about it when I started talking about it. You were like, "No,
let Drake get his. Let Drake get his. Let everybody get their talk
Oh,
in. Now we moving on.
Don't let Deron talk about your series, man. Talk about your series.
It's on me, man, bro. Man, I can't stop smiling. Like Luka said last night, man. I can't stop smiling. I was a little surprised. I was surprised that they did what they did, but Luka the Don, Luka Magic, the Luka Special, Baby Bird, the Great White Hope, the baddest man in the league right now. Well, behind Giannis. Hey, okay. He about to be the baddest. He about to be the baddest. Not right now. But yeah, man. It's like we were saying about Milwaukee and Middleton. I feel bad for Milwaukee. I feel bad for Chris Paul, man. If Phoenix would have won, I would have been rooting for Phoenix the rest of the way. I want Chris Paul to get in one before he goes. I think he deserves one. He's one of all-time great. Everybody coined the phrase the point guard. He is that, pure point guard, and love his game in every way. He's a dog. He can ball. And to see him go out like this, to Jason Kidd to basically watch what the...
all right, look. Okay, this is out of here, man. Come on
okay. I'm just saying we talk about this. We talk about the series. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. A little disappointed in Book.
Hell no. Give me my daiquiri back, girl.
Mute yourself, Dre. Mute yourself, man. A little disappointed in Book the last 2 games. I wanted to say he got disrespect for the MVP voting, but it showed that hey, he disappears.
Big bowl.
He needed this. He needed it. But Luka, man. Luka. Numbers off the chart. Numbers that only Wilt and Jordan put up. Can score, can rebound, can assist. A team that has no all-star. And y'all saying guys coming on, but if you look at the regular season numbers of Bronson and Dinwiddie, that ain't nothing. and just his numbers is off the charts, man. The boy is coming up. He's throwing a party right now. Tell everybody in the league that, hey, man, I'm up there, the top 3 boys in the league. I can compete every single year. And if you don't see that, man, I'm just you're not watching it. You're not watching basketball. You're just not watching. So yeah, man. Try to tell y'all about this boy. I try to tell y'all about this boy, and it took me my brother get on. I was doubting. Like, come on, man.
And
The boy has met my expectations, surpassed it, and is showing that he is the best player in the playoffs that's still left right now. He's the best player in the playoffs right now. Not career-wise, but in the playoffs right now, ain't nobody doing what he doing. Numbers don't lie, people do. You know what I'm saying? So
he's better than Tatum. He's better than Tatum.
Bruh, he got Tatum in points, rebounds, and assists.
Okay.
No defense. Defense don't matter.
No, it matters.
Can I go?
I give Tatum. Hold on. I give Tatum defense, but I got points, I got rebounds, I got assists. I give Tatum's defense. 3 is more than 1.
Can I go? Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Talk about the series before you go to your Luka hate. Talk about the series before you go to Luka hate. Because I want to hear what you thought about the series.
First of all, what's done in the regular season has no bearing on the playoffs. So trying to disparage Booker by saying, that it showed why he wasn't whatever in the MVP vote is a false narrative. What goes on in the regular season has no bearing on the playoffs, and vice versa. It's shameful the way that Phoenix ended that series.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, it wasn't just about, basically pretty much losing by 50 points in Game 7 on your own home court. It was the same way in Game 6. When they got blew out the water in Game 6, you got blew out back-to-back games for a combined almost 70 points. Like, that's just shameful. Chris Paul didn't show up since Game
3.
Since Game 2.
Game 3. He had 28
what I'm saying?
in Game 3. I thought he had 28 in Game 3.
He did.
2. Yeah. Game 3, he had 28.
Okay. Game 3. He ain't showed up since. It's just shameful. It's shameful the way they went out. It's shameful the way they played. So, to me, I think it's time to break that team up. They didn't have a shot at it. Chris Paul's going to be 7, going to be 37 going into next season. DeAndre Ayton is a free agent this summer. I think you got to replace Chris Paul and replace Ayton, and try and build around Booker and Mikal Bridges and them boys and see if you can do it like that. But if I'm them, I'm moving on. Like, they didn't hit their ceiling. If they don't move on from this team, they're going to be the Clippers, what the Clippers was when they had CP. Good regular season team, may win a series in the playoffs, but they're not real contenders to get to the NBA Finals. And the Western Conference is getting tougher and tougher every year, where these teams with these young players are starting to come of age and really, put their stamp down in the playoffs. So this team, as currently constructed, is done. They done. Now, Dallas. I gotta tip my cap to Brunson. He showed up big in the first round. Luka didn't play. The boy by himself almost single-handedly won 2 games in the first round. You know, and then in the second round, after they got destroyed those 2 games in Phoenix, Jason Kidd started calling people out, and Brunson came to the party and, you know, was dropping 20, 25, 23 every night since. You know, got good contributions from Finley Smith, you know, in a few games. Luka finally decided that he wanted to pass the ball some, let other people eat. You know, it just wasn't the Luka Doncic show. And so when he did that,
Never been.
Dallas really started, you know, to do their thing, you know, and compete in that series. He started to get off the ball a little bit. Luka is an outstanding player. You know, I came front on the kid, got to tip my cap to him, then got his team to the Western Conference Finals. What's this year for? So, you know, it didn't take him 8, 9 seasons to get his team there. 4 years, he got his team to the Western Conference Finals. So, tip my cap to him, outstanding player. Let's relax. Let's calm down and slow down. Because a lot of this talk from my cousin I heard last year about the Cowboys, and we wasn't watching football then when the Cowboys was this and the Cowboys was that, and they was Super Bowl contenders and all of this. And Zeke was a beast. He was the beast in the NFC East.
Stop trying to distract everybody, man. Talk about what we talk about. Stop distracting.
I'm hearing the exact same thing now when we talking about Luka, which lets y'all know that my cousin tends to go full fanboy mode when he has somebody on his team that he really like or his team seeing some success. He goes full blown fan. I didn't talk when you talk.
It's all distraction. It's all
man.
Let
me land.
We ain't talking about nothing now.
Right? But yeah, he goes full blown fanboy mode. Now Luka is the best in the world or top 3 because of one playoff run in 4 years.
No. It's 4 years.
Top 3 players.
Really 3 years, but 4 years.
You got one playoff run in 4 years? Nah, my G. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Now, they could do that on TV, you know, because he does have the complexion for the protection. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my goodness.
They gave him, it's like, not the WB, but it's the WBB. He got the white boy rankings. When you listen to these people who try to say that he's Larry Legend, Luka the Great, Luka the whatever little nicknames out there for him.
The Don, baby. The
Don. Well, he's been done for the previous 3 years in the first round of the playoffs. He's been Luka in the fourth quarter in the previous 3 years in the playoffs. Fourth quarter come, he fall apart, disappear. You don't hear nothing from him, and that's he got booted out the playoffs in the previous 2 years to the same team without Kawhi Leonard, without Paul George, you know, being healthy. I think last year both of them was out. They got eliminated. I'm not trying to hit. You ain't top nothing because you got one playoff run in your first 4 years. You got to earn it, bro. Come on, Dre.
Hey, wait, hold on. Let me just because he said something about me. He said something about me. Let me respond. He talking about me, and this is why it's all distraction. It's not factual. We're not having a real discussion. Yes, I talked about the Cowboys for 4 games. I'm talking about Luka for 4 years. You know, I'm not talking about, you know, he just had a good streak. Hold on. You can say something. You can say something. Really 3 years, but he's been all NBA too, about to be his 3rd year. But I'll get to that. You know, the boy been putting up big time numbers. This is not just coming out of anywhere. And it's in the same thing. And the same thing when we saw Michael Jordan play the Boston Celtics and got swept. Like, see, there you go, distracting. Can we just stay on point, kinfolk? You're doing what my girl do. You're just
Stop
trying to
bringing,
distract me. I
stop
didn't say
bringing
he was Jordan.
Michael Jordan
I'm not saying he's Jordan.
ain't in the conversation with Michael Jordan.
But you wouldn't say what you just said, that Jordan didn't advance in the playoffs. He was the best player on the court against Boston Celtics, but we all knew he was the man. Even Bird said he is the best player. I just played God. That's we not blind just because he didn't advance to this. That's why I brought up in that conversation about Barclays and all that didn't win a championship. Like, they gotta we gotta ignore what we see of these guys before they win it. And that's why I brought up Jordan, because that's something everybody can see. When he played and dropped 63 on Boston, we knew right there, this dude right here is
I said,
a monster.
I talked about you, and you talking about Jordan and Bird and everybody else. Address what I said about you. Otherwise,
I already did.
Oh, excuse me.
I did.
I
I said 4 years versus 4 games. Go ahead, man.
As far as the series is concerned, I'm hurt for Chris Paul, but that's him and Booker. You know what I'm saying? That's them. You got to be ready mentally. You got to have your team ready mentally. Like, you got to, my saying, go out on your shield. You got to empty the clip. Like, that's unexcusable. And he knows better. But I'm hurt because I really do want him to get a chip. But that's on him. That's his legacy right now. So, but like I've also said, tip my hats to the Mavericks coming down 0-2. Jason Kidd made some amazing adjustments. To some part, he kind of outcoached Monty. Luka, he did what a leader on his team's supposed to do. He played it, hit some timely shots, did, play some good ball, I should say. But Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie did their parts as good role players. You tip your hats to the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I was totally disable, I guess, or break apart the Suns, because I'm looking at where can they ship Chris Paul with all the money he makes.
No, just Ayton. They can only move Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton, he's a free agent, but they need him. Defensively, he's the anchor. But unless they can find somebody who can fill that void, but also space out, maybe a Rudy Gobert if they breaking up Utah, somebody like that. But
with the Lakers, Paul,
are they gonna get rid of Westbrook?
Send away first round draft picks, whatever. But if they could get Chris Paul, would they trade for him?
Yeah, but that's the point. It's too complicated to make that happen. You got to get rid of Westbrook, and then you taking another fat contract in Chris Paul for another. That once again, you're not fixing the issues with the Lakers, which is their age. It's they're old team. They need some youth. They need some more athleticism. But anyway, that's a different topic.
But he's not talking about he's not talking about like, he's just talking about blowing up the team and moving Chris Paul.
Yeah.
And the only way I can see it being blown up is if you move Ayton, because I think you can't move those two. I can hear what you're trying to say, get a third team involved, where Westbrook goes somewhere, Chris Paul goes there, and they get a package of 2 players or something. But that's a long story. I don't see them blowing up. You can't. I don't see them blowing up Phoenix
Maybe
right now.
They may want to, but it's just more like right now we want to get rid of Wall and Gordon and go with the youth movement. But it's hard when you could want to move the contract all you want to. You might want to move the player, but finding the buyers are going to be the issue, I think. Even if they want to blow up the team, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, especially if you want to keep certain pieces. Because if I'm making a team for making a trade with Phoenix, I'm asking for some pieces, Bridges. You know what I'm saying? You're going to ask stuff. But anyway, back to the series in itself. I'm really, it's not even on Chris Paul as much as to me it's on Booker, because his role on the team is to score. Like, you gotta go out, empty the clip. Like, if you would only scored 10 points, but you shot 30 times and you saw the effort, then okay. But to me, looking at both of them, I didn't see the effort. I didn't see them want it bad enough. Scrapping, I'm taking some technicals with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going
Knock a
out.
nigga down.
Yeah, it's gonna be some elbow throws somewhere. It's gonna be some text, some pushing. Like, I'm going out. Like, you gonna see that. Hey, he gave it his all. So I'm disappointed in that aspect, but it just falls so right for Golden State. It just now the NBA.
Why are we going there? What are you doing there? What are you doing, man? We stay
Everybody
focused.
wants Golden State versus Phoenix, and that's, I think, in the Western Conference, that's hurting because in
That
the
would have been
East,
nice.
not a
That would have
good
been
team.
nice. That would have been nice.
But this one, man, the Golden State, Steph Curry, they're like, oh yeah, that white boy gonna have to come chase me. He gonna come follow me through picks. He gonna come chase me. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next series.
Yeah. You didn't already move there, but you didn't
I'm not
say
gonna
nothing.
address nonsense about Luka until later on. I'm not even going to address that because I guess they roll on teams and rosters don't mean nothing. Because I guess if Curry was on Dallas and they needed him to drop 30 a night, Curry ain't gonna drop 30 or 40 tonight. Them numbers don't mean nothing when it's just you and you get to shoot 25 times. If Tatum was on Dallas and Brunson, he don't got Brown and Smart and Horford and all these other players. Tatum was, and he had the green light. Tatum would shoot 30 times too and drop 40 a night. But the roles and what they're asking for as stars are different per team based off of the roster and the system. So sometimes you can look at the numbers. Like I say it all the time about James Harden. James Harden got them numbers because it's Mike D'Antoni's system. And he had the green light. He gets to dribble and do what he wants to. So it's the same thing. If you put Curry, Tatum, or any other legit superstar in that role with Dallas, they're dropping the same numbers, if not better.
That's crazy.
So
I'm not looking at impact all the way around. I ain't looking at the James Harden type assist. There's a two-man game, pick, drop, and throw a lob. That I don't like them assists. I like the running the offense, moving the people assist.
Yeah,
Just assist. You know that, Deron. Real point assists. Don't give me no. He got 10 assists and 8 of them were lobs, or he just penetrating dish to the corner because the defense collapsed. I don't want no two-man game assists. That ain't nothing to me.
That's crazy.
Kobe Bryant got 6-7 assists a game.
Go ahead.
okay, look, the disrespect being shown in the name of Luka is disgusting.
Where? Tell me where?
Because you just said that Steph Curry couldn't put up his numbers in Dallas if Steph Curry is just gonna shoot the ball 25 times a game. Like that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Like Luka has the ball in his hands more than any player in the NBA. Now you put the ball in Steph Curry, who was a back-to-back MVP winner, 3-time Super Bowl champion, scoring champion, NBA champion, and a scoring champion. That if he has the usage of Luka, and he can just shoot the ball as many times as Luka, that he ain't gonna put up better numbers than Luka is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's disrespectful. The same thing with like Drake saying, you take any superstar, take Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, you ain't got to pass unless you double team. You can run pick and rolls to get a smaller dude on you or a center on you, and you got the green light, and everybody else gonna stand around and watch. We gonna run a James Harden offense for you, and you can have the ball in your hands more than any player in the game, and tell me that they ain't gonna put up those numbers are better. And you acting like this dude, like legitimately, is LeBron James 2.0.
No. We're talking about right now.
Legit. Like he is legit. Michael Jordan, only the white boy version or something.
Y'all getting emotional, and I understand. Let's stay on what's going on.
We'll just add this. he used the comparison of Michael Jordan versus Boston Celtics 62. That was Michael Jordan going against the defending champs and the 86 Celtics, which was later classified as one of the best teams of all times. And he was going against Larry Legend that he dropped 62.
Okay. You brought that up. You
was going against who was the first round they went? And the Phoenix Suns, who never won a championship. He wasn't going against an all-time great basketball team against an all-time great legend who was guarding him, and he dropped that 62. And Luka ain't dropped 62.
Before you, Deron, not only that, the most important thing is that even after that series where he lost in the first round, nobody was saying that Michael Jordan was the best player in the world. At that time, or putting him in the top 3 players in the game at that time. Nobody was doing that. Like, you had to legitimately earn your stripes. And now we are elevating dudes off of a single playoff run.
No, not a single playoff. Not a single playoff.
Single playoff.
Whoa. You don't count losing in a round?
Look, this is the same thing. That's why I brought up Jordan, because I'm talking about the eye test. Y'all are going on particulars. I'm talking about the eye test of watching the player. And when we saw Jordan, we saw he was great. Okay? He was great. And that's what I'm saying. That you can be in a series that you do not win, that you are swept. Remember, Jordan was swept. But we saw that he was great and that he was the top 3 in the league. He didn't have the top best teams. He just had the top best team. Name who was better than him back then. You know what I'm saying?
So how does that not count for Tatum and Butler when they previous?
Larry, calm down, y'all. Calm down. One at a time. Y'all get emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Is how does that not count for Tatum and Butler for previous years? Because Tatum had some serious runs last year. Same as Butler when he led the team to the finals. The eye test, Butler was a beast on both sides of the court. Previous years, not just this year, but if we want to go last year, the year before last, if we're going to do that to the white goat, you know what I'm saying, and Luka, why are we not doing that for Tatum? Why are we not doing that for Butler? Why are we not doing that for other guys we're considering to be in the top 5?
I am, because once we start comparing them and saying, okay, let's compare Luka and Tatum, that's when you can start getting into numbers and what they've done. Because Tatum's only been in the league 1 year more than Luka, only 1 year. And like I said, Luka has him just playoffs, way over in playoff in points, in rebounds, and in assists. And just this year, let's just say, okay, let's just go off this year. Let me just say this.
It's a false narrative.
Yeah.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, bro.
Hey,
numbers don't lie.
You can have support your anyway.
Hold on.
At the end of the day,
one at a time.
You can say Luka had better numbers. Okay. Now, when you want to look at the numbers, his usage was way higher than Tatum's. His shot attempts was way higher than Tatum's. Tatum had far more success than Luka every year he's been in the playoffs. Every year. This is the first time that they even. But he made the Eastern Conference Finals as a rookie. He made at least the second round 2 other years.
And
this is his third Eastern Finals appearance.
Let me answer him, Dre. Then I'm going to go to you. I'm going to answer him in real quick. Tatum had 18 points his first year in the playoffs, and you count that towards him going to the Eastern Conference Finals. If Tatum's numbers, if you look at his numbers, he is coming on, like I told y'all, this is his coming out party of saying, I am that. This is the first time in the playoffs, that he... Huh?
What Luka did?
Go ahead, Dre. Dre. Oh, he killed it. Go ahead, Dre.
Deron, if I played 10 games and I scored 25 points in them games, hold on.
I knew you were going to say that. What's a good number? Not because I understand 10, because Ja only has 4 games. What's a good number?
What you mean? No, what I'm saying is
what's a good
Tatum
playoff number?
takes as many more playoff games. His numbers are not going to be as high as Luka's, who only played like 10.
No, he only had 1 year. I already said that. He only had 1 year more than Luka. Only 1 year.
How many more playoff rounds and games in that 1 year? If one guy went to the conference finals and one only went to the first round and he only got swept, so that's 4 compared to 18.
Luka didn't even make the playoffs as a rookie. Jason Tatum did, and he got to the Eastern Conference Finals.
But he wasn't even doing nothing. He was putting up bonkers numbers.
He got to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Like prime example, and earlier. DeRon said this earlier when he compared the numbers about what Luka's putting up to Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain.
No, I didn't say number. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, you're right.
You know how many more playoff games Michael Jordan and Wilt did against Luka? So,
yeah, but you're right. I'm not trying to compare them to Luka. I'm not going to try to compare them to the all-time great, but he's not.
The stats, right? The stats, the numbers.
You brought up that stat.
The numbers look good. It's a small sample size. He's only played maybe 8, 10, 12 games in a playoff.
How many playoff games do you have to play so you give me a number?
What I'm saying is, if you want to,
50.
How many? 50.
He said 50.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
If you want to start comparing to legends, is what I'm saying. If you want to bring up stats that
I'm not comparing to legends.
Michael and Wilt played 17 seasons and went.
But I didn't do that. I didn't do that. We was having a conversation on the thing, but I did not do this in the conversation we're having right now. I'm not comparing Jordan and Wilt to that. I never brought up.
You earlier when you said his numbers are only person who made it, whatever you said, is Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain. Didn't he say that in the beginning of the video?
First start talking.
So
let me say this, and then go ahead. We're gonna get into a ranking of the top 5 players in the NBA right now. Okay, we're gonna quickly just off the top of our head try and see if we can come up with a top 5, right? But I'm gonna say this. This is the issue that I had with Tracy McGrady. When me and Dre used to always argue about Tracy McGrady, and he used to say, "Oh, Tracy McGrady averaged this in the playoffs. He do this in the playoffs." Yeah, but you only playing 1 round. Like, you getting eliminated in the first round, so the numbers look good, but it's distorted. You only played 6 games. You played 7 games. You know what I'm saying? And so Luka, in the first 2 years that he made the playoffs, he put up good numbers, but that's only in those 6 or 7 games. Like, he didn't go to the second round. He didn't get to the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? So yes, your numbers look good. Okay, he got some good-looking numbers, but that is built off of first-round playoffs. You put up a bunch of numbers early in the game. Fourth quarter, you phase out, you get eliminated. So let's keep it in context. You say numbers don't lie, but you can distort them however you want to.
Let's do it this way then. Let's do it this way. Let's not say what you did in the past. Let's say what you did in this playoffs right here, right now. What are you right here, right now? He has more points. He has more assists. He has more rebounds than Tatum in this playoff series right now. I'm not talking about past how many games he got so it looked good. Let's go right now. How many games you got? How many games I got? How many points I got? How many rebounds I got? How many assists I got? And not just do the playoffs. Let's do the regular season too. Because that's what we're doing. We see who the top 5 for this year. He got still what? More points, more rebounds, more assists than Tatum. And then you can go career, and he got career, but okay, I take that argument you had. You're right. Tatum has over 50 games. Doncic has like half of that, like 25 games. You know, somewhere around 25 games. But if we are mono right now and what y'all got and what y'all do, and you the man. If y'all Boston needs your 36. Are y'all saying that he's holding back? He's saying, okay, because it's the playoffs. He is making sure they advance, and he's putting up big numbers. He ain't waiting for this and waiting for that. He is balling like he's supposed to. He's doing what Giannis doing.
Again, usage rate. Luka has the ball.
Excuses, man. Excuses.
Ron,
basketball. Any player in the league, he got the ball in his hand. So there's no reason why somebody else should have more assists than Luka when he's always got the ball. Nobody should have no point to Luka when he got the bright green light to shoot whenever he wants to.
I'll talk basketball with you, DeRon. I'll talk.
One more thing. On top of that, you got a young, budding all-star in Jaylen Brown, who you got to share shots with, share spotlight with. So you can't just do what you want to do and they get the crumbs. That dude got to legit get his shot. And Jason Tatum, whose numbers are comparable to Luka's, without having the ball all the time. And he's a far better defender. Far better. Go ahead, Drake.
I'm going to talk basketball with you. DeRon.
Mm-hmm.
If me and you on a team, right, and we going against another team, right, will it be better for you to drop 25 and 3 assists and I get 5 points? Or will it be better that you drop 15 and I drop 20 or 13? You know what I'm saying? And we win that way.
I understand I understand that point. You're gonna do. I'm gonna answer. Let me answer that. You need to be the best player you can be for your team. I understand that concept.
So if Tatum on his squad, like Antoine say, got Brown, Smart, Horford, he got some good weapons around him. And you know what? In order to beat this team, yeah, I could drop 40 a night, but if that's the case, they're gonna say, all right, we're gonna let Tatum get his, we're gonna stop the others, and we're gonna win this game. But Tatum thinking, in order for us to win this series, I gotta get my teammates involved. Horford gotta get their big man in foul trouble. You know, we gotta attack the paint. I gotta suck the defense up so I can get open shots for my guys and share the load like Golden State would do. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, I ain't dropping 30 in game, but if I get 25 and Brown get 20, Smarkus get 15, oh, we unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is the system and approach is different. So go for the Mavericks to win, Luka got to do 35. But for Boston to win a series, Tatum don't need to do that. He don't have to do that. He's not called to do that.
I understand regular season, but this is playoffs, Dre.
One more point.
Playoffs, bro.
One more point, I let it go. Who had the tougher road the first 2 rounds? Tatum going against KD and the Nets, and then back up against the defending champs, or Luka's run?
Hurt. First of all, you got. Let me answer. You asked me a question. Let me answer.
I didn't finish my statement. If Tatum had to play both sides of the court, Garden Gate KD and scoring, and then come over there with Giannis and those boys and have to play both sides of the court, means he got to play defense because he's needed and score. And all Luka got to do is play offense because he don't play no defense. He's a liability.
Stop playing, man.
And you have an easier road. That affects those numbers that you're speaking in reference to.
See, once again, if we're making that argument, then we can't say nothing about anybody. When you go in that argument, Dre, then I do go back in the totality of the 4 years, because you're using an argument like Luka can't do this all the time. All the time. Tatum has shown, and I said this, the boy is having this coming out party. The first 3 years, you look at his numbers, 18, 15. That third year, he jumped up to 25. And that's just playoffs. In regular season, 13, 15, 23, 20. These last 2 years, in 26, he has shown his scoring ability to go up. Luka has been that since he's came through the door, folks. This is what you should know about basketball. That the guys that are, I hate to put it where the greats, but come out the door as rookies as balling. That's what they do. Magic did it, Word did, all these greats did it, and I'm not saying because if I start mentioning, y'all gonna say I'm saying he better than those guys. But if you watch with the eye test and you see what this boy is doing, there is no denying what he is, and he has the numbers to back it. He has the. I said the three things that I told y'all. He has the numbers, he has the eye test, and he's an impact onto the game like those big boys are.
And I'm not.
That's what it is. It's facts. Those are facts.
We're not knocking him. You know, I told you, the boy, I love his game. He reminds me of Larry. I said all that. He's good. No one's debating it. All I'm saying is I'm not taking him now all the way up to top 5. That's all I'm saying. Yes, is he the top?
Let's get into that top 5 because I want to know who's better than him. That's what I want to know. I want to know who y'all got that's over this dude.
Hold on. Here's the criteria because you keep going back and forth. Because you first in the debate, once I brought up the strength of schedule and who they play in the playoffs and all that, then you said, well, what he did when he first came in the league in the 4 previous years. Because if you're going to do that, then how is he better than Jimmy Butler? You know what I'm saying? Like you got guys that you're jumping them over that in certain arguments you got one way, but if I bring up another player, then you're going to flip back to the other side of the argument. So that's why I need to understand how
it's all of it, Ken, folks. It's all of it building up until now. I'm not saying the past. It has something to do with to show your consistency. It does, because I do want to show you. I do want to see. Hold on, let me say this. I do want to see your consistency. But what the most important is, if we're saying top 5 right now, the most important is what they're doing right now in the regular season and in the playoffs. Now, that's when you start bringing up, well, Luka getting all this. I'm saying, well, he's been doing it for all this time. I'm just trying to give you a backdrop of his history of what he is now. He's always been doing that, and that's why I brought that up because of Tatum. Tatum has just started to do this. Luka has always been doing this since the moment he came in the league. You know, but what's important is if we say in top 5 right now, then the numbers right now are the most important. And regular season, Jimmy Butler is 21, 5 and 5. If we talking about right now, then what is?
That's all beat right now. And all you want to look at is points, assists. You don't care about defensive wins. You don't care about shooting percent, 3-point shooting percent, free throw shooting, because he ain't better than Tatum in none of those categories. He's just not. Now, old school, just looking at raw stats, assists, rebounds, points, yes. Going to the analytics portion of it, he ain't been better. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. And like I said,
Dre.
I'm sorry. And when it comes down to the results phase of it, he ain't been there. When you go to the eye test, he haven't been there. Not in the playoffs. Not in the playoffs. Don't right. Because he got eliminated in the first round. Back to the
he averaged almost. What do you want him to do?
Bro, I'm sorry. In the playoffs, he put up. He had some big number games, but he did not show up in the fourth quarter.
That's not true. That's not true. That's fact.
That's fact. Yeah, that's true.
You're just talking right now.
Can I
faded out in back-to-back years. Faded out in the first round in the fourth quarter. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
You don't average
playoff against the Clippers last year. He couldn't hold up in the fourth quarter. Period. So my top 5 is Giannis, KD, LeBron, Steph, Embiid. That's my top 5 in the NBA right now. So who you finna throw out Steph for Luka? Embiid for Luka? Deron?
No, my top 5 is Giannis, KD, Joker, Embiid, and Luka right now.
You put no King James.
No, he didn't.
No Steph.
Y'all are taking off what they used to be. I understand that can we talk to? Can we talk to?
Stop
Can we
telling
talk
us.
to?
Stop telling us how we taking the question. I gave my top 5 right now, not on what they used to be right now. Like don't discredit my list because you don't agree with it.
Hold on. Is this the same person that tried to discredit me for talking about the Cowboys, and now he's trying to say, well, you can't do that? Okay, let me just finish. Let me say this. Steph Curry right now, in the series that he's played right now, what he's done, even watching them getting beat by Memphis by 50, he has not been what Giannis has been in the playoffs. I understand he's all-time great. He's greater than Luka, but he's
So,
not.
Is
He's
this top
shooting 43%.
in the game right now, or is this a power ranking based on who's hot and who's virgin?
No.
It's the difference between a power ranking, meaning currently right now, who's the hot player, who's moving up, or who's the best player, because there's a difference. Because prime example, in the NFL, each week they have power rankings. That said,
we get that. We get that.
Best team in the league.
No, we're just saying if the game was right now, a series, a playoff series is right now, who will be the top 5 guys in those series? Steph would not be. If I've been watching him. Have y'all been watching the playoffs? I've been watching him. He's shooting less. He's averaging like 25. You know, he's doing okay. He's averaging like 5 assists, but he's not what he was 3 years ago when it was like he was running through. He really was running through the regular season. He really don't have real big playoff runs. He does average around 26 for a career, but there was one playoff series that he was just unstoppable. That's what I'm talking about. These dudes, even Jokic when he lost, the dude was putting up 36 and 18 in a series right now, not last year. And I say this and I'll let you go. And when you say LeBron, I think LeBron will have some good games and he will do. I don't think LeBron can hold a whole series the way he used to. And I think he'll do great numbers, but it won't be top 5 numbers. He won't do what Giannis did, 40 and 20. Nobody's gonna do that. Giannis is the number 1 guy because he would do that right now. He showed it. And it doesn't matter that he didn't win a series or he only played a game or 2, whatever. We can see what this boy is doing. You can't deny facts. You cannot deny truth. When you see Giannis put up 40 and 40 and have a bad game and put up 20 and 20, those are facts. And Luka is doing that.
In the world, like we all understand that. But it's also, people who become a prisoner of the moment because somebody has
He's got 4 years. That's why when you say that, that's why I bring up the past.
Their entire career, they finally get out the first round. They have a good playoff run. They top 3 in the league. Get out of here.
That's not what I'm saying. Go ahead, Dre. I'll let you talk because you ain't talk.
Yeah, that's my only thing is I'm trying to separate between a power ranking and who's a top 5 player in the league. Because what I'm looking at is if LeBron James and Luka going head to head, LeBron James is killing Luka. He's a better.
That's crazy. Player. We saw that in the regular season, but
that's
you taking LeBron. You taking LeBron like he was 3 years ago, folks. He's not that dude no more.
Hey, folks, hold on. But see, because that's why I said. Because hold on. Because you keep using the previous 4 years, right? You keep saying, well, he's been doing it for 4 years. 4 years ago, LeBron James won a title.
And he was the best, and he was better. And he was better then. Y'all getting emotional off words.
He's the hottest thing right now because of the last 5 or 10 games in the playoffs. That's what you're basing it on.
No, it's not. He's been all NBA the last 2 years. You had all NBA last 2 years. It's not a moment.
Not doing a regular season.
Okay, where was they at last year? Where was they ranked last year in the playoffs?
And Luka number 3 in the entire NBA doing a regular season.
Doing this regular season?
Yeah.
I had him top 5.
You had him top 5.
Top
The
5. Yeah.
entire NBA.
Yeah.
Wait.
Who was
Wait.
better?
The MVP was Joker and Embiid number 1 and 2.
Yep.
Okay, so he was better than KD.
This year he was, but I still put KD up. I already gave you my list. Giannis,
Wait.
KD, Joker, Embiid, and Luka. Huh?
In the regular season, he was better than KD.
Do y'all want me to pull up numbers, man?
Oh,
Hold on. Let me say this. Number one, KD didn't even play that many games. He was hurt. When he came in, hold on. Let me say this. If Luka was the 8th seed and got swept, and y'all telling me that's the dude that had Kyrie, a better number 2 than what Luka got, and he got swept, but he's supposed to be better because y'all are living in the past. And I get that. Y'all can't get away what they was. Hold on. I'll pull up KD's number.
Bro.
I didn't think I had to because I got KD in there. KD in there.
KD and Kyrie had to play the number 1 seed in the East, which was the Boston Celtics. And
they got it as an 8 seed. They finished as an 8 seed.
Luka got to play Utah, he was
the 4th seed. You earned that. You earned that.
It's time to break that team up because they choke every single year without fail.
Hold on. So my point of it is we're not looking at the grand scope. So what KD had to go through with the Nets, with Kyrie only playing half the season with the COVID stuff, Harden and the trade, none of that comes into play on reason why they was the 8th seed.
I already said.
Let
me answer you.
It was a rhetorical question.
Okay,
for one.
I didn't know that. I thought you was asking me a question.
Just what, 11 months ago? 11 months ago, KD was tearing up the playoffs and was this close on his big toe from leading a team to the finals. And then you mean in not even a calendar year, you're going to say Luka outperformed what KD did in that playoff series 11 months ago and what he's done throughout this whole year? Luka's better than that. Because we just forget hindsight of what this man just did 11 months ago when he was tearing up the Milwaukee Bucks and was close.
And without James Harden.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Prisoner of the moment, man, because you're going over all-time first ballot Hall of Fame great.
See that's what you're doing. You're going past again. But I already said this. Let me answer. Drake.
Right now.
Calm down. I already said that the top 5 in the league is Giannis, KD, Joker, Embiid, and Luka. I already had them in there. I already had them in there, and I said them before Luka. I understand y'all trying to get the best of the best so y'all can knock me off of what we talking about. Luka is top 5. KD is in there.
Earlier you said he was 3rd. Now you put him at 5th. So that means that you didn't reverse yourself.
We was been talking about top 5 for the last.
In this one stream, first you said he was the best. Then you say, no, he ain't the best. That's Johnny. But he's 3rd. Now you
distracted. Now you doing the girl tactic where you trying to. The conversation started at top 5. We've been talking about this for the last 8 hours.
You switched it up 3 times. And you want to I'm fighting the facts. You had him best, you caught yourself, then you said he was 3rd. Now when you give your list, you got him at 5th. So you yourself don't believe it's as good as your fandom blurts out your mouth.
We've been talking about this for hours before we got in here. We said top 5. This is what we've been arguing with the Texans and everything. Don't distract what we're talking about.
And we'll go to a different topic. Little Baby ain't better than Nas.
No, he ain't.
He might be hot right now. Lil Baby might be the hot rapper right now. But he ain't better than Nas. You know, that's all I'm saying is Luka's hot right now. He's the flavor of the month. He's the new booty. You know what I'm saying? He's the Megan Thee Stallion of the game right now. I get it. But he ain't, to me, he ain't just surpassed it to the top 5 just because of 10 playoff games.
Well, the thing is Lil Baby one of the top 5 rappers right now. No, he's not better than Nas because you're doing what I said you're doing. You going in the past. You bringing up the whole catalog. I'm
No,
not
you
talking
been
about the
doing
whole
that since
catalog.
his rookie year. What Luka's done since his rookie year.
No, I only bring that up when y'all say you getting caught in the moment. I'm saying he's been doing that. I keep saying y'all, yes, right now is the focus. But when y'all bring out this point of I'm getting caught in the moment, then I bring up, no, look at what he's done. But that's not the most important thing of our conversation. Our most important thing of our conversation is top 5. And the guys that you trying to put in there, because everyone that y'all throw to me, y'all threw Tatum, and I'm not seeing Tatum. You said KD, but I said KD. I said KD.
Who put Tatum in the top? I just gave my top 5. I said it was Greek Freak, KD.
I got that.
I had Steph in there. I had
Steph, LeBron
in there. I had Joel Embiid.
So the two that you have is the two guys that one is playing right now, and look at his numbers. Curry had 25, 5, and 6 this year as a regular season.
Oh,
And
like that's crazy.
27, 5, and 4 in the playoffs.
I mean, that's what the debate is.
Oh, well, when I look at the numbers, it's
My
more
list
than
is
numbers,
exactly.
man. It's
No,
not
one at
just,
a time, man. One at a time.
it gotta be more than that when you talk about better players.
I say it is more than that. I'm saying it's more than that. I don't know how much that time. I don't mean times I gotta say it.
Steph is playing right now, but when you look at the numbers, and so you're looking at points, assists, and rebounds. But Steph got to share the ball with Clay. He got to share the ball with Poole. He got to share the ball with Wiggins. He's never been a high shooting guard anyway. Well, he takes a lot of shots. He don't have
the playoffs.
Don't have the usage rate of Luka Doncic. So
this is the playoff. This is the playoff.
Okay, so who has the higher impact?
Luka.
I test.
Luka.
Because to me, it's Steph.
No.
Well,
You're not watching it.
Well, this is why I'm confused.
Like
Because
when I said the Cavs wasn't going to the Super Bowl. And so now I'm not watching basketball when I say that Luka ain't better than Steph. Like, this is what you do. If we don't agree with the team or the players that you deem is way up high, we ain't watching.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just believe I'm seeing better than you do.
Right. Well, let me ask this, just out of curiosity. We've had a lot of different debates about the GOATs and who's better and this, that, and the criteria always changes, is what I'm saying, but I've been trying to say all night. And hold on. The reason why I say that is, prime example, when LeBron James lost to the Dallas Mavericks, y'all say that was the key moment that hurt LeBron in the GOAT argument, right? It's who he lost to, how he lost, things of that nature. Now, when we're talking about top 5 players right now, we just discredit the key losses for Luka last year in the first round. Like, those wasn't bad losses. Like, those don't count. Like, it's who you beat, how you beat them, and things. It's the criteria changes. That's why I'm saying, to me, right now, it's like more power ranking than actually who's a better player. Like, to me, that's different. Right now, Luka's the hottest player. He puts up the numbers. He's going against weaker competition. He's a hot player now, but I'm not going to say one if I'm basing on who's a better overall player between Tatum and Luka. Luka cannot guard Tatum, but Tatum can guard Luka. He can at least make it difficult for him.
When you talk about GOAT talk, when you talk about LeBron, and it's the same thing here. When you talk about GOAT talk, LeBron and Jordan, everything matters. It ain't just like people say, you just want to talk about championships. No, it's not just about championships, but championships are important. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things that are very important, and they go down the lines, and some are more important than the others. You know, as you go down. This conversation is talking about who are the top 5 guys in the NBA right now. The top 5 guys. So what I'm saying, the criteria is what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now in the playoffs? In that, if when y'all make that argument like, well, he has to use more, he's getting used more. If Steph Curry was undefeated in the playoffs, I can understand that argument. They undefeated. He don't have to do that, but they not. You know what I'm saying? They've been losing games, and when you lose games, you know what you got to do as a superstar? You got to show up and have big numbers. That's just the role of that guy. I'll let you finish. That's just the role of that guy. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Only time Golden State has missed the playoffs because of injuries, but last time they was in the playoffs, they lost in the finals. They lose to champions. They lost to either Cleveland or the Raptors.
So see now you're doing what you're talking about. What are we talking about? We're not talking about the better team.
But you just said that undefeated. It's not about them being undefeated. It's like we're talking about a team that they lose. They lost to the finals.
No. I'm saying the reason I'm talking about Steph numbers is that if they were undefeated, then he wouldn't have to put up big numbers. He can do what, like y'all saying, he don't have to do that. But what I'm saying is since they're having close series going, the 6 games, they're having competitive series. When you're the superstar, you have to put up big numbers. That's what playoff basketball is about, Drake. That's why it's so crazy that y'all acting like playoff ball is not your best of the best ball. Okay, go ahead.
So you telling me that LeBron James never had a bad shooting night and they lost where he didn't put up big numbers?
I'm talking about the series. I'm talking about. I said already. I said series. Let's watch what Stephen had 2 whole series.
When they lose playoff games, that the superstar has to put up big numbers. That's what you said. So in those losses, they have to put up big numbers. That's not true.
If we're talking about who's the best, we're talking about who's the best. Just like Paul and Booker didn't do what they were supposed to do as superstars. So they're not being mentioned as some of the best. Why? Because they did not perform. You have to perform to be the top 5. What are y'all talking about? You have to perform.
You equate losses to having big numbers. So you gotta have big numbers in a. Maybe I'm not understanding.
I'll put it this way. If we're talking about the top 5, in the top 5 right now in the league, you have to put up big numbers, period. Unless this happens. The only way that you don't have to is if you didn't swept everybody and you don't have to put up big numbers. You're sweeping everybody. You don't even y'all are winning games. You sit in fourth quarters, like Luka did this last game. You don't have to put up big numbers. But if you're having competitive series and you are the superstar, when we look at the series, we're looking at the superstar first. That you have to do your part because you are a top 5 guy on this. That we're saying that you are. That's what I'm saying.
So a couple of years ago when Kawhi was in the playoffs and he was averaging like 26, 27 points a game in competitive series, he was a top 5 player then. He wasn't putting up monster numbers. He would have games where he would go off, but overall his averages wasn't astronomical. He wasn't putting up over 30 a game.
He was putting top 5 numbers.
27 points.
He was putting top 5 up though.
Can I say this? What is Golden State's playoff record and what is Dallas' playoff record? I'm assuming Golden State probably got a better playoff record right now.
Right now,
both series.
They went 6-6. We went 6-7. They got 1 more game than us.
I thought they went 5-6.
Yeah.
I thought they went 5 in the first series, and then 6
played
in
the Pelicans. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Pelicans. Who did they play? I'm thinking Pelicans and Phoenix went 6. Who did Golden State play in that first round? Minnesota? Was that Minnesota?
Minnesota played Memphis.
Utah, I think.
Right.
Utah.
No, we played Utah. So they was the 3rd seed, the 6th seed, Denver. Jokovic. Yep, it was Jokovic.
Okay.
And
so they 5 games.
Yeah. So my point of it is that you mean to tell me if they have a better record than y'all, and he averaged 26 points per game, and your dude has to play more games. I got a worse playoff record, but he drops 28 points per game. he's better than Curry, even though Curry's team has a better record, and maybe as an average, it's only 1 to 2 points difference. Because I say that because Luka can drop 30 one night, 35 one night, 40 one night, and then 10, right? And might average 29 points for the series. But if Steph is consistently 28, 28, 27, he ain't doing big numbers. But they average is only 1 or 2 points difference. But
not. It's he's 5 more points. He is just 1 more assist, and he's 4 more rebounds or 5 more rebounds. Curry 4. No, 6 more rebounds.
Okay.
He's not just barely. He's
One
5.
But you're not taking into consideration.
point guard is a small forward / point guard. And
I'm sorry. If he a center, I'm sorry. He's 6'8".
Because he was coming off injury, so he didn't even start the first 3 games against them.
So even more of a reason. Go ahead, Dre.
Part of it is, Deron, is once again, even if you want to look at those numbers, who shot more times?
Luka has a better field goal percentage by 6. I'm just saying he do.
But my point of it is, you talk about 5 points per game, but he probably shot 10 more times per game.
I don't know. I'll have to look at my numbers, but I don't get it.
What I'm saying is,
Curry is not even, like Antoine said, he's not even playing, and he's automatically better because of his history. And I guess I get it. Y'all go into his history.
He was coming off the bench scoring 25.
Yeah, but and Luka was coming off injury. You know what I'm saying, when he came in. So,
okay.
They probably got the same amount of numbers. They probably got the same amount of games here, folks.
My last point, and I'll leave this alone. If we switch that same argument with Tatum, I guess the clutchness, being able to get your guy over the top, playing the best man on the opposite team defensively.
That is big.
You know what I'm saying?
I give that to Tatum. But I got 3 over here, though.
None of that, if we talking about eye test,
No, you don't. Who shoots better from 3?
Yeah, hold on. And
who shoots better from the free throw line? Who got more speed?
And I guess in dethroning the defending champs, like none of this is taken into consideration when you talk about like Tatum and Luka.
No. It does come into consideration, but like we had in the conversation, we have a real guy. Let me finish. And answer you. But just
what's the average between them two?
I didn't hear you, but to answer the first question, just like me and you said in a very open of our statements, that Middleton was a big point, and I'm not taking away from Jason Tatum because he did what he did, and he can't go back and say whatever. He balled, and I said he's coming out, and he balled. But the thing I'm saying about Tatum, he's not balling better than Luka. He's not. You know what I'm saying? So what was your second question? You said what was the difference or what?
Question is, what is Tatum's numbers compared to Luka's? And then secondly, if we're gonna do who was injured, well, dang, Zion Williamson, who y'all play in the first round? New Orleans.
No, they played.
No, we play Utah. Spider-Man and Rudy was there.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, not Denver. Denver had Murray and them missing.
Now you talking regular season? Because I got these numbers.
No. We talking playoffs.
I got postseason. I know I got postseason, and I got all-time postseason. So against Tatum, Luka was 31.5. Tatum was 28.3. Assists, Luka was 6.6. Tatum was 6.1. That was right there. And then rebounds, Luka was 10.1. Tatum was just 5.6.
And what was the points right now in the playoffs?
31.5 with Tatum's 28.3. And that's why I say he coming out. Because 28 is balling. 28 is balling. You know what I'm saying?
And how many shots?
31 is killing it.
But what's the shots per game?
Okay. So playoff shots per game for Tatum.
Back those numbers up, Antoine, because I know you know how Deron is.
He's taking 20.6 field goal attempts. in this playoffs.
Who?
20.6 field goal attempts. He's making 9.3 of that. 20.6. Remember that.
That's
Luka is taking 21.6. He's taking one more shot, and he's making 9.9. So he's making more shots, and he's only taking. Well, no, it's about the same. It's about the same. You know what I'm saying? Luka's shooting 45%. Tatum is shooting, I think I saw 43%. So he's not taking that much more than what Tatum is taking. You know, he's taking exactly one, 21.6 to 20.6. And he's also shooting 45%. So they both shooting 45% from the field. You did ask earlier who's shooting better than three, and Tatum is shooting 35% from three, and Luka is shooting 35% as well. You know what I'm saying? Luka just putting up better numbers. Same usage, but better numbers.
but the defense don't matter. So you want to take the
3-1. 3-1. I keep putting it up there. You're right. Tatum is a better defender. That is worth one. If you want to get it worth 2, I give you worth 2. It's still 3-2. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Like I said, we're going to go by the same argument. If you switch teams, Tatum doesn't do the same thing, if not better than what Luka's doing. Ask the same role.
If Luka was on Boston,
Luka's averaging 28.4 points a game, 4.5 turnovers, 8.7 assists, and 9.1 rebounds.
you're looking at regular season, Kenfolk. You're looking at regular season. Push. Yeah, look at postseason. Because I got that too. 28.5, 9.1, 8.7.
Oh, yeah. Antoine, please give me the assist to turnover ratio.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I get that's a good one. But just like I said, and I tell it what I said about LeBron, the categories, all of them are important, and some are more than others. And I don't care what nobody says. Everybody knows points, assists, and rebounds are the thing, because everybody can't score, everybody can't throw assists, and everybody can't rebound the ball.
So he averaging 10 rebounds, 6.6.
That's what I said. Yeah.
4.0 turnovers. 31.
What was the turnover? Oh, 4.0. Yeah, I did say 4.0. I do say that 4.0 turnovers.
He's shooting 76% from the free throw line.
And Tatum is averaging 3 turnovers. So Luka got one more turnover than him.
Shooting 34% from 3.
34? I just said 35. Come on, we got to talk, because this ain't good for the show.
Question of it is, even though all of it's close. So if it's close,
from 3.
The schedule don't tip it, huh?
If it's close, then it's who's winning, who's doing more.
Tatum is winning.
4 more boards. No, he's not.
4 more boards.
Win against
Jason Tatum averaging
against the defending champs, and then the Brooklyn Nets. Who'd y'all do it against?
Man,
the first round,
reaching, man.
Couldn't even remember who y'all played in the first round.
Yeah, we just said Utah when Spider-Man and Rudy.
That's the point. If Tatum was going against Utah, he don't put up better numbers than he was going against KD and Kyrie Irving.
Hold on, Kenfolk. This is how I know you've been emotional. Did Brooklyn ever play any defense? Wasn't that main thing that they couldn't play no defense to stop anybody getting in the paint?
Kenfolk, you know this better than anybody. He plays both sides of the field. So he had to guard KD. That's wasting energy and legs. He wasn't focused solely on the offensive side of the field, the court.
I give him that.
But
I give him that.
Utah. It's Utah. And
a better defensive team. A better defensive team. One of the best defensive teams in the league with Rudy down there. One of the best defensive teams in the league against KD that ain't playing no defense. Brooklyn was known not to play any defense, folks. You know that. Everybody was saying it's crazy.
Milwaukee was, though. Milwaukee was. And it was defending.
That's true.
So
It's
that's
true.
the point is he had a harder road and put those numbers up. I bet you if you asked Tatum, he was like, oh yeah, I would have loved to go against Utah, then Phoenix, then Brooklyn, then Milwaukee.
You just talking because Middleton gone, and Phoenix
Come
was
on.
one of the best. Phoenix was one of the best defensive teams in the league, and they were the best team in the league. What are you talking about, man? And they wasn't hurt.
Tenfold.
You know, come on, man. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all hate it showing. Y'all hate it showing, man. Y'all hate it. It's oozing over, man. Because and I get it. You go ahead, Drake. Go ahead.
My only thing is, man, 10 games and you just want to put him in the top 5, like just he just
it ain't 10 games. Stop saying that.
Like remember Dame Dollar? Remember when Dame Dollar? Bye Dame Dollar. You know, remember bye. Luka just passed up those moments in 10 games.
It ain't 10. He only played 10 games this year. You know, like I said, it's 20, like 20. Actually, not 25. It's 23. I knew it was somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? Stop, man. Y'all stop. And I know I'm the hardest. Y'all know me. If y'all out of anybody and you know the listeners, they know I'm hard on white boys on my team. I'm hard on them. I was hard on Luke when he first got here. You know, I didn't believe in it. I didn't. But facts is facts. Eye test is eye test. Numbers is numbers. It ain't just one thing. He's doing everything you can ask for him to do. Every single thing. He's beating out Tatum in every single thing. And he's taking the same amount of shots.
Tatum from the free throw line, he's better from 3. He shot 38% from 3. Luka shot 34% from 3. He better from the 2-point range. Luka is 2 points better than him scoring. They break even at assists. Luka's better at rebound. Yeah, 6.6 to 6.1 on the six.
Is one better? Is one better? Is one not better? Is
one
better?
Break even.
Better is better. What are y'all? Now what are you doing better? Now we're doing better.
On assists, fam. Like what you talking about? They both average 6 assists a game.
No, 6.6 and 6.1. One average 6. And if we one better is better.
Hey man.
Better is better.
They both
better.
Duran,
that's crazy.
Okay.
Y'all know we don't never do that. When we do round numbers,
got him on.
Yes, I get it. That's cool.
On defense, shooting from the
down. And from Ron,
go ahead, Dre.
Considering rebounds, that's like comparing Chris Paul's rebounds to Wilt Chamberlain's. Like 1-6-10 guy who's in the post, and y'all need Luka to get rebounds. Boston has rebounders. Horford and what's the
so that's
dude,
his fault. Now we're nitpicking. That's Luka's fault. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Man, what's your name's better than Chris Paul in rebounds? Well, Chris Paul ain't asked to rebound the ball.
That's right, but Chris Paul's supposed to be better than assist than him. Then it flips flop. Then I understand what you're saying.
Yo, playmaker, which got the ball in your hand, he's dribbling at the top of the key, doing dribble.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Y'all asked him to facilitate.
He got impressive rebounding numbers. He only 6'8". He really is a de facto point guard. So I ain't gonna take nothing away from him for his rebound. But at the end of the day, you got the ball in your hands 95% of the time. You only averaging 6 assists. Like he really should be up there on 9 or 10 assists if you lead the league in usage rate. And he leads the team in usage rate. How is it that Jason Tatum, who only really gets the ball 90% of the time because he's the shooter, he's supposed to end the play, and he got the same amount of assists as Luka. And his usage rate ain't close to Luka's.
Number one, he got more assists. I never heard where we rounded down a 5 and up, but we ain't never did. Hold on, let me finish. I heard you, man. I heard you.
We don't round numbers. This is some new stuff that you coming up with. Now we rounding numbers up and down. Like 6 and 6. You average so you say he averaged 31 and a half. So is that 31 points? Is he averaging 31 points a game or is he averaging 32? Since you
It's
right
more.
up,
You done? We ain't never us. Anytime we did it, he still averaged more assists than him. Not only does he average more assists than him, he has more boards than him, and he scores better than him too by only taking one more shot than him. You know, I don't understand.
and it's a 3-point difference. One averaged 28, the other one averaged 31.
Yeah, I know. I said, look, I said Tatum is in there, but he's coming in. But like y'all said earlier, if Tatum is in the room having what you say a martini, getting on his second, that's what you said, and you telling me Luka that averaged more points, more assists, and more rebounds than Tatum ain't. Where's he at? Where's Luka at? And that's just not. Hold on. Let me finish, Dre. That's not just for this playoffs. That's for the career playoffs. It's not just for the career playoffs. It's for the regular season too. And he only has one more year than Luka. Only one more year. And Luka beats him in points, rebounds, and assists. But Tatum is in the room, sitting down having martinis and ordering, like Drake said, his second one. Where Luka at then?
Outside in the line.
Can I answer?
That's
crazy.
In the line.
That's crazy.
In the line outside. I'm tell you
Regular
why.
season.
I'm tell you why. Because Jason Tatum got his team as a number 1 seed. Luka ain't never done that. Jason Tatum has been in 3 Eastern Conference Finals series.
There you go.
Done that.
Team.
That's why he's sitting with his feet smoking a cigarette on his second string. And Luka standing in the line talking about, hey man, tell Jason to come. No, I know it.
Team. He had a better team. Okay. But okay. All right.
You see how you switching the argument? Because now you say better team.
No, I'm not switching argument. We are talking about the top 5 right now. Stop saying that. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about right now.
You're saying about the previous seasons, though. And when you say that, you open.
No. I said I brought previous seasons because you said Tatum is in there, and I'm saying Luka has everything Tatum got. It got everything.
No, he don't.
Actually, you're right. He got more points.
First round.
He got more points.
Years. He could not carry his team past the first round. That matters. That matters.
It does matter, but like Ed says, context is everything. He has had a better team. And I'm not taking away from that, but he's had a better team, dog.
But true superstars elevate their team. I remember James Harden was a number 2 seed, and he had a bunch of bombs on his team, and he still had a number 2 seed.
Luka going to the Western Conference Final, and he got no All-Stars, no nothing. So I don't. He's doing that. He's doing that. I know. James is a superstar. James is a superstar, just like Luka is.
Yeah,
just
but
like Luka is.
Superstar yet. He ain't a superstar yet.
Y'all are crazy.
He in the line.
Nah. If Tatum in there and he having drinks and he averaged regular season, playoffs, career playoffs, and this playoffs more than Tatum. He more than Tatum.
Okay, well, I'll put it to you like
this. And what's not. That's crazy.
Yeah, I put it to you like this. I said that his demeanor, his attitude reminds me of Larry. But if you want to compare him with Larry, year 2, Larry Bird went to the finals.
Here we go, man. Now I understand y'all want to compare him to the greatest of the greatest.
No, you
my top 5 right. I keep saying top 5 right here.
You compare him to him.
Top 5 right now. That's what we're talking about.
I'm just saying, the boy already had 2 MVPs and 2 titles.
And I don't got Jason Tatum. I don't got Jason Tatum in my top 5, and I ain't putting him ahead of Jason Tatum. I'm not putting him against Jimmy Butler. I ain't putting him ahead of the Joker. Like I'm not putting one of those guys, bro. He ain't there yet, fam.
I just can't. All I'm saying is body work.
He's top 12. Top 12 in the world. Yeah. In the world, Craig, he top 12. That's something. That's saying something.
Just can't. The body of work's not long enough in the postseason for me to put him in top 5 over guys that's led teams to the finals, Western Conference Finals. Like the body of work, man. That's like putting Joe Burrow. To me, Joe Burrow is a bet of Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and those guys.
Because he had one playoff run where he got to the Super Bowl and lost. Now he's a top quarterback.
Now you
So
better.
whoa. So right now, I don't want to get because that was pretty good, Dre. Right now, who's your top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now?
Right now,
Joe Burrow's not in the top 5 quarterbacks right now.
No.
Who is?
No. Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson.
Russell Wilson.
Did I say Aaron Rodgers? Oh, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. I take that. I think y'all named 3. Even though Russell decided not to run the ball this year, and he showed he was not the same guy. If he goes back using his legs, which I think that's what he has to do, just like Dak does. But y'all telling me Burrow? See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all.
Hey,
Burrow top 5 quarterback. You got Burrow top 5?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You got whoa.
No doubt.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't think about him, Dre. I didn't think about him. I didn't think about him.
Oh, well, hey, get number 4.
You're right. That does hurt Burrow right there. That does.
What about Justin Herbert?
Justin Herbert over Burrow?
Yeah.
Man, y'all crazy, man. Who we talking to? What are we talking about, man? That's crazy. Lamar Jackson, you said is crazy. Justin Burrow.
MVP.
I understand.
He's a league MVP.
Y'all going on the past. We talking about right now. I understand.
My nigga, well, right now ain't nobody
I'll give
playing.
you 4. Okay, so I'm gonna still say Aaron Rodgers. He's a bad man. Patrick Mahomes, without a doubt, bad man. Tom Brady, I will always take him right there. That boy number 4 is making me. He's making me. You know, I'm discounting a little bit because he sat out a year. I got to see what he got to do. After that, he's above Justin Herbert. He's above
Josh Allen.
Right there. Then Josh Allen, then Burrow. That's it. That's it. Right
Yeah.
there. That's
So
it.
So Matthew Stafford just won a Super Bowl. He ain't better than Joe Burrow.
He had a bomb squad. Great.
Oh,
defense.
so now
he's good. No, he's good. I'm not saying he's not good, fellas. I'm not saying he's not good.
I get it.
I'm not saying he's not good. But he's not better than Joe Burrow. He's not. I'm sorry. You switched them on the. If you switch them, you put Matt Stafford. Hold on, let me.
He lost in the Super Bowl, and he better. So damn, is Jimmy better? Is Jimmy in the top 2 because he got to the Super Bowl and lost?
All right. So if you put Stafford on the Bengals and you put Burrow on the Rams, it's a totally different. I understand. I get what y'all saying. Y'all are so focused on a team and what the guy is and what he did that. I do see that is the foundation of what you are. It really is, because you got to do that. But as we talk about players and what they are and what they can do, just it's almost like I was saying with Troy Aikman is better than than somebody, and he's not. He had a great team. And John, can I finish?
LA, better weapons, Cincinnati or LA? LA?
Offensively?
Yeah, they had more weapons than Cincinnati.
So they had Chase,
Higgins. The other boy they were 3 receivers. They had Uzuma at tight end. They had the boy at running back. I can't remember his name right now. Who was the running back for the Rams? Who was the tight end for the Rams? The Rams had a tight boy and Odell Beckham, who got hurt in the Super Bowl. Cincinnati clearly had better weapons.
That's not clearly. It's arguably, but it's not clearly. And the Rams had a way better defense too. So man, stop, man. Stop.
Okay.
Okay, that's not our argument. That's not our argument. I can't believe, and I'm gonna keep that on y'all, that Joe Burrow is not a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, because that was a good comparison. We'll see with Joe Cool. And,
But
I'll take him.
here's the
Ever
difference.
come Joe
Here's
Cool
the-
again. Hey
that
man, on that note, you finna go on ahead and end this stream.
Yeah, because I'm saying the comparison, Burrow went
Because
to
this
the ball.
disrespect. But what you say, Drake?
I was saying that when in that comparison, though, Joe Burrow actually went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So if Luka sucks in this round, we ending the conversation, right?
If he sucks,
No.
if he sucks, I'm gonna have to take back if he sucks. I don't think he's gonna suck. I think he's gonna be superstar top 5 in there. It really depends on how much help he gets. But I'm with you on that, Drake.
But if Curry goes on, but if Curry goes on,
okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you get with Curry, and this is the playoff series, we're gonna get to see who's better. They play each other, and like I said in the beginning, I think Luka is the best player still in the playoffs.
can I get it right now?
Facts is facts. Facts is facts, Dre. That if he does not do well, that's the facts. I can't. If his numbers don't show up, the numbers is facts.
If Tatum and Curry outplays Luka, then Luka's out of your top 5.
He gotta be. He gotta be.
On tape.
He gotta be.
And Butler.
Hey man, say job for tapping in with us, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash that like button, subscribe. Check us out. I apologize. Y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold it against him. He caught up in the moment. His team ain't been in the playoffs making a run like this since Dirk Nowitzki.
You see all that green?
So,
green means first place.
Shout out to forgive him. But yeah, just tap in with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna jump back in.
White booty Kardashian, boy.
I'll touch on some news. We might do a little stream for the lottery, the draft lottery.
I ain't doing that. I don't got no reason to do that.
H-Town boys come up with the number 1 pick, and then backdoor and come back for the draft, so we can see him pick Jabari Smith, but that we'll let that for another stream. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Tell your friends about me.
Straight up, hard the H-Town in the phone, don't stop. Watch the trunk,